Welcome, everybody. It's really great to have you here on Grandparents' Day for our assembly. In normal times, we begin the gymnasium that I'm standing in front of, where it'll be raucous and loud, and you get a chance to really get a glimpse into the vividness of this community. But today we'll do virtually, and I think you'll get a pretty good flavor of who we are if you haven't been here before. I do hope you had a chance to visit your grandchildren's class this morning and got a chance to see our teachers in action. They've done an amazing job. There are a lot of people who made this day possible, and I want to thank all of you for doing that. It's no easy project to do something like this virtually. Special thanks to your grandchildren who may have helped you figure out how to get on Zoom or make it this link or navigate the schedule today. So thank you, grandchildren. I'd also like to thank your children for making this year possible. The work that the parents have done to support their children and to support the community has been remarkable, and we appreciate that. And obviously to your grandchildren, their resiliency and eagerness and curiosity has shone through since we first went out in distance learning in March. Thanksgiving this year will be different for all of us. I think about all the traditions that all of you have, the traditions that I had as a family, that we won't be able to do this year. As a child, we would walk around Walden Pond every Thanksgiving with my cousins. We'd bring a cairn to Thoreau's cabin and lay it there as a memory of Thoreau and what he represented. Of course, what we realize in times like this is it never was really about the walk. It was never really about the stones. It was about creating memories of families coming together and celebrating the privilege of being family and one. So this Thanksgiving, I hope all of you have a fabulous Thanksgiving, whether you're together or virtual, whether you're around the same table or you're doing it over Zoom. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the program, and I look forward to seeing you in person before too long. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Grandparents and Special Friends Day YouTube video. I know this is very different than previous years, much like a lot of the poly traditions we've had, but I'm certainly glad we get to do it, and so let's jump right in. On Wednesday, some of my classmates, we walked around campus for the first time since March. We were confined to the senior patio, but it was still a really enjoyable experience. We played some music, we gathered in a circle and talked, and I was able to chat with some of my friends, which is something I haven't done in a while. I haven't been able to converse with a lot of people for extended periods of time, so it was really great to do that. And I know other grade levels will begin to go back in the following weeks, and so let's hope that continues and eventually mark a return to school. In relation to Grandparents and Special Friends Day, it's always been a little special for me for a variety of reasons. It's always really enjoyable to have other people in the class, especially when they contribute something. I remember, I think it was my sophomore year, the student's grandmother actually helped out her math class with a geometry fact that none of us could remember. So it was actually really cool because she had an impact on the lesson. I also like seeing a lot of the alumni who come back as friends with some of the other, special friends with some of the other students. And it's really cool to watch them go through the motions of class again and just kind of return to where they went to high school. I think it's a really cool tradition. I have to say my favorite memory, for some reason, I can't exactly why, but it kind of reoccurs over and over again, is my economics presentation with my group. It was on the stock market. I remember there was a lot of people there. It was just a really fun time with all the groups. For some reason, that always sticks in my memory. I want to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving and what it means this year, especially I know it holds a lot of significance as some families have not gathered. My family's plans are still in motion. I don't know what will happen. If you do celebrate, remember to make sure to protect your elderly family members, as they are unfortunately the most susceptible to coronavirus. I'd also like to add that for my family, this Thanksgiving marks a somber occasion. It is the first Thanksgiving without my great uncle Fred, who passed away earlier this year due to complications from Parkinson's. He always really liked Thanksgiving, and he was a larger-than-life figure. He was a really unique guy. He always had a funny joke on hand, and they're all very very different jokes. Something I've never heard before, but there's always a new one every time, and they're always very funny. So there'll be kind of a void there, but I'm confident that we can really remember him with Thanksgiving if it does happen, and so I look forward to that a lot. However, on a more amusing note, my brother and I are getting our wisdom teeth pulled on Wednesday, so that should be really interesting as see what we can eat. Might be a lot of ice cream and soup, but I don't know. I wish everyone a happy, healthy, safe Thanksgiving, and just remember, I just want to reiterate, be safe. So thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, Thank you so much for coming to Grandparents and Special Friends Day. We know that this year it's going to be different for everyone, and we aren't going to be able to spend Grandparents Day in person, but Polly has been working so hard to make things as fun and as close to normal as possible.
We're so excited to show you all what the middle schoolers at Poly are thankful for, and so here's a little sneak peek to watch what our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are thankful for this November.
I am thankful for my grandparents because they are always caring for us and checking in on us, especially during quarantine. I am grateful for my family and their undying love and support. One of the ways they show their love for me is by cooking for me, because they know that one of the best ways to get to my heart is with tasty food. Some of my favorite dishes include baked catfish from my Grandma Holly and garlic fried rice from my Grandma Lynn. I will always appreciate the effort that they put in when they cook for me, and every time I eat their food, I can taste the love that was put into it.
Frankie and I are grateful for all of our friends and family who have made this tough year more manageable.
I'm thankful for being able to bike with my friends after school, especially during the coronavirus.
Hi, Susanna. I'm grateful for my family, my friends, and my teachers.
I'm grateful for my family and food.
I am thankful for my family.
I'm grateful that I go to such a wonderful school with such wonderful teachers and such wonderful students.
I'm grateful to be living in the 21st century.
I'm grateful for my family, also my grandparents. Happy Grandparents' Day, by the way. I am also grateful for my education and for all my teachers, and my friends at school, and also my friends at my diving place where I dive. I'm grateful for the pool that we dive in. I'm grateful for the house that we live in, the food that I eat and my family eats, and the water, and for life.
Hi Grammy and Grandma and Grandpa Lou. Thank you so much for all the support and love that you guys give me. Happy Grandparents' Day. Bye. I'm grateful that I'm able to speak to you all today and that we have the ability and a privilege to be able to see each other, even if it is through a Zoom call through this difficult time.
I'm grateful for love, life, and laughter. I'm grateful that I have a great, loving family and a roof over my head and great food. I'm grateful for my family.
I am grateful for my family and friends who support me.
Thank you so much to all who sent in clips, and we hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving break.
Today I am going to read a poem about grandparents. Even though we can't see them every day, we may see them in some way. If it is from across the yard or on Zoom, our grandparents can still see us bloom. We love them dearly with all our might, and so wish we could hug them extra tight. Though this holiday season might not be so merry, still having them is extraordinary. Thank you, grandparents and special friends, for joining us today. Happy holidays!
Today, I'm here to talk about Thanksgiving. This holiday means a lot to me. From good food to spending precious time with family we do not regularly get to see. The usual Thanksgiving for me is going to Chicago to see our cousins. Once there, we see our extended family and enjoy a good meal. We always sit at the kids' table and gobble down our food while listening to the grown-ups rant about adult stuff. When we can't eat another bite, we go upstairs and play hide-and-go-seek with all the kids. After a couple of hours, we go to see the Lincoln Park Zoo lights while enjoying hot cocoa. But because of COVID-19 this year, we are going to do Thanksgiving from home for the first time. I have no idea what that will look like because my family's never really made Thanksgiving dinner, but I'm hopeful that it will be just as good.
Here's a poem I found that really speaks to me. We have a lot to be thankful for, the memories through the years, the many times together, full of laughter and full of tears. This sweet, thoughtful poem describes how I feel about my family. My family's there for me no matter what happens, whether they are physically with me or not. They will always hold a very special place in my heart because I can count on them even if we are apart. They were there for me when I took my first step, spoke my first word, and every special moment that has happened to me. Although this is a very tough time for all of us right now, It is nice to know we have our family to comfort us every step of the way. Thank you.
I am very, very thankful for all of my family, especially my mom and my dad, and all of my friends.
I'm thankful for all the people that have gotten me through life and helped me work through my difficulties.
And I am thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for my dog. I'm thankful for my safety. I'm thankful for my education. I'm thankful for my teachers. I'm thankful for Polly.
I am thankful for the delicious food I get to eat and the house I get to live in and the family I get to be with.
And I'm thankful for my friends and family and my animals and pets. And I'm also thankful for nature and all the warm smiles that have been passed around.
I'm thankful for my friends, my family, my home, and my school.
And I am thankful for my friends because, well, my friends are great.
I'm thankful for my house and my family.
I'm thankful for my family, friends, and my school and teachers.
And I am grateful for my grandma, my mom and dad, my auntie, and my cousin. Those are the people who I'm grateful for. Bye.
I'm thankful for my family and that I have lots and lots of books to read.
I am thankful for a lot of different things. First of all, I'm thankful for my family and friends. Why? Because they're one of the biggest things that matter in my life. Having a family that supports you and friends that supports you are almost everything to keep driving you to success.
mis amigos los extraño. Ojalá que vaya a verlos en el verano.
Nada que hacer en el hogar. Siempre solo quiero ir a otro lugar. Las montañas, un bosque o espacio exterior.
Cualquier sitio aparte de aquí es mejor. Qué mierda esta situación.
La cuarentena arruina mi motivación.
Odio la cuarentena. Ellos dicen, ay, qué pena. No puedo vivir así con esto. Es difícil estar sola, por supuesto. Pero no voy a la playa. Me quedo segura en mi casa para el resto de la cuarentena. Mi maestra la extraño.
Yo estoy cansada de mis padres y hermanos.
Nunca pensé que diría esto, pero quiero volver a la escuela presto.
Los llamo mis amigos por teléfono, pero nada puede parar este abandono. Necesito contacto en persona.
Qué grosero este virus de corona.
Odio la
cuarentena. Ellos dicen, ay, qué pena. No puedo vivir así con esto. Es difícil estar sola, por supuesto. Pero no voy a la playa. Me quedo segura en mi casa para el resto de la cuarentena.
Todo lo que me gusta es comer todo el día.
Dormir, llorar y reír. Si estuviera una fiesta bailaría, pero no puedo transgredir. Odio la cuarentena. Ellos dicen, ay, qué pena. No puedo vivir así con esto. Es difícil estar sola, por supuesto. Pero no voy a la playa. Me quedo segura en mi casa para el resto de la cuarentena. Odio la cuarentena. Ellos dicen, ay, qué pena. No puedo vivir así con esto. Es difícil estar sola, por supuesto. Pero no voy a la playa. Me quedo segura en mi casa para el resto de la cuarentena. Cuarentena.
All right, here we go.
Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, we're there for each other every time. Together, together, come on, let's do this right.
Here and now, it's time for celebration.
I finally figured it out.
That all our dreams have no limitations.
That's what it's all about.
Everyone is special in their own way.
We make each other strong.
Make each other strong.
We're not the same. We're different in a good way.
Together is where we belong.
We're all in this together. One seed of that we are. We're all stars and we see that we're all in this together. And it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true. Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, we're there for each other every time. Together, together, come on, let's do this right.
We're all here and speaking out with one voice. We're gonna rock the house. Yeah, yeah. The party's on, so everybody make some noise. Come on, let's dream and shout.
I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day dawning. I've been looking for the sunshine, seen it in so long. Everything's gonna work out fine. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright, it's gonna be okay. I can see the light, see the light. Brand new morning.
Hi, I'm Lucia. I am a sophomore, and I am going to be reading an excerpt from a piece I wrote examining my relationship with my great-grandmother, Katie, through the house that my family has in Michigan. Goodbye. I'm never ready to leave the cottage. Who would want to leave heaven, leave their source of joy, of all the love and laughter and excitement they can't find anywhere but at a little lake in a little town for a little bit of summer? Every year I would cry at the crunch of the leaves and sticks in my pitiful heart under the tires of whichever blue rental car we had picked out that year. I would cry as the chickadees sang their high-pitched, cheerful goodbye tune, relentlessly reminding me I'd be coming back, I'd be coming back, I'd be coming back. Photographs. In the bunkhouse adjacent to the cottage and built because too many kids kept coming every year for the cottage to hold, there are walls of hanging photos and affectionately framed pictures line the tops of each dresser. Among the photos, one catches my eye. One of a woman with glasses, her seemingly frail fingers holding up a glass of bourbon with what could only be the strength of 70 years of survival. I see the broken body of a vibrant soul through the hint of a glimmer in her eye. She never got to hold me. She never hugged me. She never said goodbye. She was gone in a tremble and a choke, and I was left to wonder and discover who she was with the clues she left me. I've seen her in sculptures on the mantle, heard her from the whisper of embers in the fire, loved her in wistful chuckles and tears in the corners of eyes. I've known her in the stories, the laughs, the photographs. She never held me as a baby, but I felt her arms when I leaned against the walls of my chosen and favorite home. She never kissed me, but I felt her lips in warm summer breezes that tickle my cheeks. I've heard her laugh in the wind and the rain, wishing in through the not quite sealed windows of the cottage. Each year I come back to her in a different rental car, and she greets me in the chirps of the chickadees. Her unbreakable spirit and the twinkle in her eye live on in the place I never truly leave. I'll be coming back, I'll be coming back, I'll be coming back. Thank you for listening.
My grandmother plays the carillon, the keyboard that controls tower bells. I remember the first time I watched her play, standing in the control room next to her, seeing her small hands, the same hands that delicately gave me crackers and juice, pressed down on the wooden pegs of the keyboard with the force of a woman possessed. Hearing the bong, bong, bong of the bells echoing her movements, just enough delay to turn a solo into a duet, a back and forth between my grandmother and the bell tower. Like the dance between Cinderella and the prince, except the prince was my grandmother, and Cinderella was an 175-foot-tall bell tower. Grandparents are like that sometimes. They're a guide, a friend, a repository of knowledge, a place to visit with your parents, until you look at them one day and realize they're a real person. Until you realize that they've gone through it all and come out on top. One day, the grandparents are us, and I'm sure we'll realize how annoying we are right now. So thank you to all the grandparents who took the time to come here today. Thank you for all that you do and all that you have done.